Hello everybody and welcome back to Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker. Our hero Link has just returned to Outset Island. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so there's not much to do here on the island. Hey, what do you know? It's just like Outset Island during the daytime, actually. The only thing we can do here before we go save Jabun is to visit Grandma and get an upgrade from the Great Fairy. So let's go visit the Great Fairy. She is living in the woods, which means we have to go to the top of the island. Have you ever wondered if Link gets a headache when you make him roll over and over and over again? I mean, this poor kid has to have a headache at some point, right? Actually, you'd think he would get a headache from all that sailing he does, or at least get a little bit seasick. I guess Link has a very strong constitution. So, go to the highest point of the island, which is this point right over here, and use the Deku Leaf to reach the forest. This time around, we've got a couple of new enemies in the forest, such as moblins and that moth-like butterfly creature we saw earlier. You know, this enemy, the one that we saw in the forest, the Forbidden Woods dungeon. However, it's pretty simple to just ignore the enemies completely and simply make your way to the fairy fountain. Is that the Great Fairy? She's kind of small! Okay, she's not kind of small. She's huge! And she has 4 arms. Weird. Well, the Great Fairy blows a leaf at Link, which somehow means Link has received a larger wallet! He can now carry 1,000 rupees! What's more, there are fairies in the fountain. If somebody is sick and ailing, those fairies will bring them back to full health. Ooh, that sounds good, Bob. I guess I'll get a fairy right now. Great, so those are the fairies, and now I'm going to see Grandma. You know, Link is on Outset Island. He might as well stop by and say hello to his grandmother while he's there. It would be really rude if he didn't stop by, right? Hey, looks like we got some mail. Good evening, sir. We have 2 letters for Mr. Link. Letter number 1 from Beetle. Beetle now has bombs. And if you want to know where Beetle is, you've got a handy-dandy chart. Letter number 2? What is this? This is your big chance! Do you need an empty bottle, piece of art, or treasure chart? They are at Rockspire Island! Oh, yeah, right. Okay, but, those prices for those items... Ah, man, I remember this. Those prices are insane. We're gonna have to get something like 500 rupees in order to get one item. So, I mean, it's great if you want an empty bottle or a piece of art. Those are good things, but you're gonna pay through the nose for them. And here's Grandma. Hey, Grandma. Oh, it's me, Link. Grandma? Grandma, you're not alone. I'm here to help you. Grandma! Grandma! No! Grandma is dying. Grandma's dying and there's nothing we can do to save her. Oh, this is horrible. Michael, what about that fairy? Wait, what, Bob? The fairy, Michael. You've got a fairy in a bottle. Oh yeah, that's right. Can the fairy in the bottle save Grandma? I think it worked! We just saved Grandma! No, Grandma, you're a great grandmother. Link is the horrible person. He hasn't even saved his sister yet. He hasn't really been trying to save his sister either. We've sort of forgotten about his sister at the moment here. But that's not important. What's important, Bob? The important thing is that we have Grandma's soup. This will refill your health and give you double attack power. So, what am I gonna do now, Bob? Well, Michael, you might as well see Jabun. Oh yeah, that's right. The Jabun is the big fish and we need to get a goddess pearl from him. He's just on the other side of the island. So this is going to be an interesting challenge. I think this is the first time in the game we are actually going to have a Whirlpool challenge. See, there's this giant whirlpool, and you have to solve the challenge before you get sucked into the middle. Now, the goal of this challenge is to use your cannon and destroy the wall. So you'll notice every time I miss, part of the wall lights up. Right, come on, let's go. See, the top of the wall lights up whenever I miss. That's your clue that you need to aim for the top of the wall. It's basically a challenge that you solve from top to bottom. You want to hit the top, then the middle, and then the bottom. It doesn't matter how many times you hit the wall, it just matters where you hit the wall. And of course, aiming is tough because you're constantly moving inside Whirlpool. Oh, come on! You can do this, guys! You can do this! Alright, okay, we did it. Now time to get the Goddess Pearl from Jabun. Whoa! Whoa. Okay, Jabun is huge. Okay, this conversation here is a little one-sided, considering that I can't understand a single thing Jabun is saying. Michael, Link has just received Nayru's Pearl! This is one of the Goddess Pearls. It's a gift from the Goddess. And actually, I can translate Jabun's language for you. Right here, he's talking about the weather, I believe. Oh, and here he says, do you have a date for Friday night? Ah, gee, thanks, Bob. That's very helpful. You're welcome, Michael.